Hello. Hello. Hello, Patriot Nation. We're going to be starting with this Hillcrest Huddle broadcast here in just a couple of minutes. Yes, sir. What's that?
Talk real quick, see if that's moving. Talk, see if that's moving. Oh, yeah, it is.
Check one. Check. Good. All right. Hey, if she does, go ahead and tell her to swap it over. It's, did you see the girl I was talking to? Huh? Okay. Hello and welcome to the Hillcrest Huddle. We are live from Walk-On Sports Bistro, of course, as we are every Tuesday night. It's so great to have you here with us. Come on out, Patriot Nation. If you're not already on your way out here, we invite you to come out to Walk-Ons. We're here every Tuesday night from 7 to 8 for the Hillcrest Huddle, and we are bringing you all you need to know about Hillcrest football and Hillcrest athletics. And the Pats are coming off a huge 63-21 win over the rivals across the river, the Tuscaloosa County High Wildcats. Nothing like beating your rivals, except for maybe beating your rivals for the 10th consecutive time. It's really amazing that in the overall series, Hillcrest still trails Tuscaloosa County 15-13. However, the last 10 have gone the way of the Patriots. We got a great show for you tonight. Of course, as always, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll have the man himself, Coach Jamie Mitchell, making his way to the table to talk to me about this past Friday night's game, and the upcoming game against the Thompson Warriors, followed by the players of the week, and they were some really good ones this week. On offense, it was Jacoby Harris. On defense, the defensive lineman Hunter Wilson. Caden Smith was our special teams player of the week. And we will also be looking at our position spotlight coming up a little bit later on the show, and that will be our offensive line, the big guys up front who don't get nearly enough recognition for what they do, but they do a great job. And their coach, Bert Ashley, will be on with them. We'll have a couple of representatives from the offensive line coming your way here in just a couple of minutes. Well, I say a couple of minutes, or, you know, on down the line later on this hour. And a big special presentation for you tonight, as we often spotlight different programs from around the school. We will be doing the same thing here tonight. We will be spotlighting the girls basketball team. Now, the girls basketball team at Hillcrest has been an incredibly successful program, as many of you know, making it to the state championship last year against Hoover, the year before making it to the semifinals in 6A. Last year, first year in 7A, making it to the finals. Our coach moved on, but we have a new coach here this year. Her name is Jessica McBrayer, and we're going to meet her and find out how she ended up at Hillcrest and what she has in store for us. She has quite a resume built up already. We'll find out more about her, and she'll have a couple of her girls from her team here to talk to us as well. So all those things coming up here on the Hillcrest Huddle on Tide 100.9 FM. Okay, I want to remind you that every week you, of course, can hear or watch the Hillcrest football broadcast on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network on YouTube Live, which is where you may be watching the Hillcrest Huddle right now. If you're not here and you're not listening on Tide 100.9, of course you can watch there. You can also go to NFHS Network, and that's a subscription service, $11.95 per month, but it's well worth it. And you can watch Hillcrest athletics from all across the board on the NFHS Network. You can also watch JV games, freshman games, all kinds of things, and also hundreds, literally hundreds of high schools from around the country. You can catch them and their athletics on the NFHS Network as well, just for $11.95 a month. It's really a good deal. I'd like to thank our feature sponsors who bring all of this exciting Hillcrest football and athletic-related material to you. County Commissioner of District 3, Mark Nelson, brings you the pregame show on our football broadcast. It's the Bama Stuff broadcast booth. Bama Express brings you the keys to victory. Hillcrest Tennis brings you our college football preview at halftime. It's Stephen Fikes, All-State, First Downs. Dr. Brandy Patterson of Brookwood Women's Health Center brings you the extra points and field goals. Centel Home Design brings you the red zone. It's the Tidwell Paint and Body timeouts. Alabama Credit Union brings us the coin toss. Award Company of America, along with Walk-On Sports Bistro, brings you the players of the game each week. Stephen Fikes Allstate is our halftime show sponsor. RSV Designs scoreboard updates, Tiger Rock kickoffs, Mission Express car wash stats, and those are our feature sponsors. We also have several commercial sponsors, including Lee Palace, the best Chinese restaurant in Tuscaloosa, of course, Bama Stuff, the Alabama Credit Union, my bankers since the 80s, can't beat them, and the Ignite Student Employment Initiative. If you're a student and you're looking for somebody to match you up with the right job, then contact Ignite Student Employment Initiative and they will hook you up. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, as always, the man sitting right next to me will be Coach Jamie Mitchell, talking about the big win over Tuscaloosa County and the upcoming huge game against the Thompson Warriors on Friday night. Keep it here. This is the Hillcrest Huddle on Tide 100.9 FM. Check, 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 check. Okay, that's better. Don't look straight ahead.
Hey, how are you? I just come in here after practice on Tuesdays with the kids that free. I didn't realize they were watching coaching show.
That's just an extra time. Yeah.
It's the bonus.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
That's what we use in the booth. So much easier to lug in here and set up. Is big old camera.
Grant just got an offer from Arkansas State. That's awesome. T.J. Grant
What about it?
just got an offer from Arkansas State.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, welcome back to the Hillcrest Huddle. We're live from Walk-On Sports Bistro. My name is Brent Jones, and I am here now with Coach Jamie Mitchell, who joins us every Tuesday night at this time, of course, so we can talk about this past week's game. We can talk about the upcoming game. We can talk about everything and anything that you need to know about Hillcrest football. Let's talk with the fun. Let's talk about the fun stuff first, Coach Mitchell.
Yeah.
The entire Patriot Nation is pretty much giddy right now after this past Friday night 63-21 victory over none other than the County High Wildcats, the big rival.
Yeah, you're an old alumni of them. So.
Yes, I am. But you know, we were talking about that the other night.
Yeah, that's
I was there for 3 years,
Yep.
right? My sophomore, junior, senior year. Okay, I've been at Hillcrest 12 years.
That's good.
And who pays my bills?
The Pats. Do, that's for
exactly
sure.
right.
Yeah. But it was a great night, man. Kids played great and got off to a blazing hot start, and really just never let up. And got a lot of kids that got a chance to play, and that's always good. And they worked very hard for that opportunity. And we hadn't had a lot of games to get those guys in, so it was good for them to get their feet wet on some Friday night action.
One guy I want to talk to you about in particular, who was out the previous week but came back with, just guns a-blazing, was Caden Smith. Talk about his performance. He had, close to 200 yards receiving.
Yep.
He had a 65-yard touchdown punt return. He was just amazing the other night.
Yeah.
And amazing highlight film catches.
Told him the other day, reminds me of the catch that Jordan Chambers-Smith had last year against Hewitt, very similar type catch. And just, I've seen a lot of really good ones, man. That one's up there. I mean, that was a highlight reel catch. He impacts the game in so many ways, and so many ways people don't even see sometimes, with the amount of attention that he draws to his side, and
just as a decoy for the other players,
and I mean, it gives so many other guys some opportunities, and he had a massive night. He's been really good all year long. Golly, he's he is a huge part of us, and we're going to need him big time to continue that down the stretch.
As we were naming the players of the game in the post game, we were like, well, offense, it has to be Caden. Wait a minute. Special teams, it has to be Caden. We're like, well, Jacoby had a really good game too.
Yep.
So we'll give offense to Jacoby and special teams to Caden. But Caden was well deserving of either one of those for sure.
No question.
And Jacoby, what a great game. These stars for you have really been shining for you, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. And I mean, Jordan Chambly too. He had a really, really big night and needed that. Those are the guys that if we're going to go, they got to go for us,
right.
And it's really good to see them be productive in a big moment, and huge crowd. I told our kids probably the largest crowd that they'll play in front of this year, so that's a lot of fun. And, those three guys are three critical parts of who we are, and it's great to see them perform at a high level.
Such a great game, such a great performance, confidence builder, but I know you coaches are always looking for the things that you still need to work on. What did you glean from that game that you still need to work on?
I mean, it's kind of endless, I don't think we ever find one that, I felt like we did play better at the line of scrimmage, and we've been a little bit disappointed there in the last couple of weeks. And, that's got to continue to improve, especially on the offensive side. Defensively, I thought we were really good at the line of scrimmage. So, I think in any ball game, it starts and ends up there. And I thought we really played better, on both lines of scrimmage. So, those are some things that we've got to continue to do. And, our secondary play has got to continue to improve. So, there's still a lot of room to go and grow. And there's 3 games left in this season, and they don't get any bigger than the ones we got coming up.
Oh, my goodness. No time to rest at all. No time to celebrate the big win over your rivals because you've got the toughest game on your schedule coming up against Thompson Friday night.
Yeah, it's not even close. I mean, those guys are just, when you look at the film and you look at the size and the speed of their kids, it's really, obviously, it's a huge mountain. But, heck, man, to me, these are the games that you love to be a part of.
Right.
I mean, you go give it your best shot, and you see where you are. And it's a region game for us. And, I mean, we've gotten ourselves to 2-2 in the region. And, we have every opportunity to make the playoffs. And, this would be a huge feather in our cap if we could pull this off. And, I think our kids are jacked up about the chance to get to go over there and play against them. And it's one of those deals where you get one shot a year at the number 1 team, and this is our shot. So I can promise you we're going to go with all guns blazing.
I like the way you look at it as an opportunity.
Yep.
This region is just crazy. It's just crazy. But like you said, you've got a chance to make the playoffs. You're in good position with that win over Hoover.
Yep.
But earlier we were talking about the games that these kids will remember forever. Talked about the Hoover game, probably the biggest win in regular season history of Hillcrest High School. Talked about the Hueytown game, which was just the crazy comeback and the ending in the final minute, the blocked kick, the final field goal, all those things. Now, if you could add a win over Thompson, this would be season for the ages, wouldn't it?
Without a doubt, that's how you would hope to write the chapter, And you and I both have talked about September and October, and what a grind it was in September, and then you turn into October, and Thompson's the big one right in the middle of October that we've got to saddle up and go get. So, there's one team that gets a shot at them, once every week, and by George, it's our shot this week, and we're going to take it.
Let's talk about some specifics about Thompson. First of all, we got to start with the guy behind center, Trent Seaborn. He's pretty special, isn't he?
You're not going to see better. I mean, his decision-making is impeccable, It's just when you look at the balls that don't hit the turf, it's just incredible. He just doesn't throw incomplete passes, and really doesn't matter what look you give him or what pressure packages you bring. I mean, he knows where the ball needs to go, and really just another coach that's on the field with a really, really keen understanding of what they're trying to do. And, you're talking about a guy that won the state title in the 8th grade at this level, which is just crazy insane.
It is.
It starts with him, but he's got a lot of really good players around him too.
Who would you compare Trent Seaborn to?
He's a true pocket guy, and you see in today's game, the dual guys get so much attention, but I don't know. He just, if you just look at the NFL, I guess, your true pocket guys are the guys that he would remind you of. And
I was going to say Tom Brady. He's so decisive and so confident with everything that he does.
Yep. Not that he can't run, but that's not what he wants to do.
Right.
And his decision-making and accuracy are, hard to compare anybody to Tom Brady, but yes. He's
he's obviously – I'm just saying at this level, he's kind of the Tom Brady of Alabama football.
Very fair comparison in high school and NFL comparisons.
But he may be Tom Brady someday. Who knows?
He may be. Yep.
All right, well, tell us what else do they have? Because they're just a star-studded lineup.
They are. defensively, they just wow you. They're massive. They're extremely big. Their speed, their closing speed is incredible. I think they're considerably better than they were a year ago, and that's pretty daunting. all three levels of them, there's literally not a weakness. I mean, I feel like every one of those guys will play college football that are playing defense for them. And
all 11.
All 11.
Wow.
I really believe that. You know, there's just not one spot that you can find that you say, well, that guy right there. You know, I mean, they're not there. But you know, we had success last year moving the ball on them. I was watching our game, you know, Sunday, and you know, it was 21-0, and we drive the length of the field and score and cut it to 21-7 with 43 seconds to go before half. You know, so we just need to find a way to stay around and get to the second half, and you know, let's see what happens. You know, we hope to be competitive in the second half and make it one that, you know, we got a shot to see what we can do.
Do you approach? Well, I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you approach a big game like this any differently from a game against a team that isn't very good and you're supposed to be?
Not one bit. You know, same.
See, I knew what the answer was going to be. I don't even know why I asked it.
You know, we knew we were considerably better than County High and worked no less or no more this week than we did for them last week. And we're just set in the way we do things, and our structure is what it is, and our plan of preparation is what it is. Our practice schedules, we're not going to vary that, you know. So I learned a long time ago, kids are really, really good at when you have them in routine. They know what to expect. And our kids know from the time they walk in our door, they know at 7:59 in the morning they better be in the film room or in the weight room. And, you know, they know we're going to start on the minute, and there's zero exception for that, you know. And same thing in the afternoons when they show up. They know I'm going to walk in that door at 3:35, and you know, they do really, really well when you don't give them any leeway, and they know what to expect. And you know, I don't care who we're going to play; it'll be that way every week in our building.
Now, how much stock do you put into adjusting what you do on a particular night based on your opponent, or do you just try to, you know, like Bear Bryant used to say, dance with the girl who brung you?
No, I do think the schematics part matter a whole lot. You know, it's kind of a chess game, and it's just moving your pieces against their pieces, and you know, trying to get your best players in the best matchup. So, you know, that is, to me, that is the coaching, and I think that's why this level of coaching is next level. I mean, you got great people on both sides controlling, you know, how the game is played out, and you know, it's coached unless you've been in this league and understand the level of coaching, it's hard to explain. But, you know, it is an extremely stressful situation on Friday night, and you make a move that works, and I can promise you there's going to be a counter made on the other side. So rarely do you get the same thing twice, and it's just a tribute to our region and the coaches that are in this region.
And then at halftime, you know, everything's going to be different, so you have to adjust at halftime. When you adjust at halftime, everybody talks about, okay, this is what the team is doing wrong, or this is what the other team is doing to you. Can you make adjustments to what they're doing? But they're making adjustments too.
Absolutely, you know.
So do you have contingency plans if they make this adjustment? How deep do you get into that?
We always try to carry some things into every ball game that we just will not use the first half, and you know, some things that we feel really good about using in the second half. And you know, I just think really good teams do that, and you know, they try to find some things that, you know, maybe you don't show in the first half that you're going to hold on to, and you know, you don't give your opponent that type of time to make adjustments on some of those things. And, you know, man, our setup now in high school football is like, it's crazy. You go to the sideline and you see, you know, live time play of the play that just happened. Our kids can sit down and on the TV, you know, within 10 seconds they're seeing what just happened, you know. So it's so easy to make corrections now with the technology.
Yeah.
It's no different at halftime. I mean, they see the plays that were run, the formations, and how they lined up to it. And, you know, it makes our job in coaching a whole lot easier than back 25 years ago when I had a piece of chalk and a chalkboard, you know, and you're going on what you thought you saw versus live time viewing.
Right. That is true. So different. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Coach. I appreciate it. Only sad thing for me is that if we do win the game Friday night, next Tuesday night when you're here, I won't be here.
Well, you told me I'm going to have to deal with Brad and Pete,
Yeah.
so bless my soul. I should get a raise for having to deal with those two guys, but no, it'll be fun.
I'll check with the boss and see if we can throw you a little bit extra for that, okay?
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll be looking for the check in the mail.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
You bet.
That's Coach Jamie Mitchell talking to us about the big win over County High this last Friday night and about the big game coming up on Friday night against the Thompson Warriors. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to bring our 3 most valuable players for the game this past Friday night to the table. And, of course, they are the running back Jacoby Harris, our offensive player of the week. Special teams player of the week is Caden Smith, and our defensive player of the week, Hunter Wilson. We'll have those guys here with us right after this. Keep it here. This is the Hillcrest Huddle on Tide 100.9 FM. Is that light bright enough for you? It's so dark in here, you know? All right, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Y'all know the drill. Keep it close to your mouth. Put it up here, like close to your mouth. There you go. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Covering you up.
Yeah, a little bit.
See, it's delayed.
Yeah.
That's better.
Jacoby, stop breathing in the mic. Commercials.
How you know when they in?
What?
How you know when the commercials in?
I can't hear you because I can hear the commercials. Y'all can't hear 'em.
Okay, gotcha.
I can hear you, but it's hard for me to understand you because the commercials are so loud.
I got you.
Here we go. All right, welcome back to the Hillcrest Huddle. Brent Jones here with you. It's Tuesday night. This is where the Patriot Nation comes to on Tuesday nights during football season. and we are at Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Come on out and join us. Great stuff here at Walk-Ons, including some great football players here at the table with me right now. We have our Players of the Week from the big 63-21 win over County High this past Friday night. To my right, you see Caden Smith, the wide receiver and kick returner, who is our Player of the Week for his kick returning this week. To my left, you see Jacoby Harris, the running back, our Offensive Player of the Week. And to Jacoby's left, Hunter Wilson, the big defensive lineman, getting his first Player of the Week award. Yeah, great to have you here, Hunter. Great to have all you guys here. Okay, Jacoby, I'm going to start with you. County High, the big rivalry, right?
Yes, sir.
What does a win over County High mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. You know, I got a lot of friends that go to County High, and they like to talk. You know,
Yeah.
And us beating us just lets me prove them wrong.
So do you talk back to them now that you have the bragging rights?
Not really.
You don't seem like the kind of guy who would do that. You seem like you would be kind of quiet and reserved and let your talking happen on the field. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So you don't get to celebrate that one for very long, right? Because coming up Friday night, you got the number one team in the state of Alabama for the past, I'm going to say probably 10 years. Probably y'all growing up in the state, you always knew about Thompson, right? They were always good. So how do you approach a game like that one?
Just staying locked in during practice, like during the week. Really our preparation and how we practice, you know, just making sure we're clean on everything we're doing, and when Friday comes, we execute.
What do you think it would mean for y'all to pull off this upset?
It'll be huge.
Is that it? Just
Yes,
huge?
sir.
All right, okay. So can you tell me some specifics about the Thompson defense that you've noticed on
They
film?
got playmakers all around. You know, they got a D lineman going to Oregon, and another. I think they got a bunch of other commits, but they're really good all around.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Coach Mitchell was just saying that he thinks that all 11 will be playing at the next level. Do you know that?
All of them.
That's kind of crazy. All right, I'm going to move on to you now, Caden. And Caden, you had, I guess the two plays of the night, and I'm going to get you to run through both of them for us. Okay. First, the one that happened first was the punt return. Go through that play with us.
Punt return, we knew that special teams wasn't all that great, so I knew when I was going to get the punt return on it was going to be a huge return or a touchdown. I looked down when the ball was in the air. I just seen a big hole. I looked back up, the ball's right there. I catch it, and I just hit that hole, and I was gone.
Yeah, but when you got to the 5, you slowed down.
Yeah, I slowed down.
You got surprised a little bit, didn't you?
I was like, dang, man, I'm already in the end zone.
He hit you like right on the goal line, I think. Yeah. All right, now the other big play. Actually, had a couple other big plays, but the other big touchdown that you had. Jordan just slung it down the field. What about 40, 45 yards?
Yeah, and he was on the run.
On the run. And I also had to flip his hips around to throw it. And he threw it into triple team coverage, which he probably wouldn't have done if it hadn't been you down there, right? And you had to reach back behind your body and make a one-hand catch. Tell me about that play. Of course, I just described the whole thing, but I want to know from your perspective.
Yeah, so in practice, we always have like a corner and a two-out safety over me. I always talk to him, just throw it up there, just believe in me. We get in the game, we got triple team, you threw it, only I can get it. I went in there and grabbed it. I mean, I was in the air, I was waiting, I was like, okay, I can get this ball. And then they went behind me, I was like, this has to be a one-hand catch. So I reached behind me and just grabbed it. I get up, I'm like, I got the ball. It was huge, that was a great play. I'm never gonna forget it.
Was that the best play you've had in your career so far?
That was the best pitch I ever had.
Okay, yeah. I have to agree to you in what I've seen. Of course, I haven't seen everything that you've done, but I'd have to say it has to be on up there. All right, you tell me about your take on the film and what you've seen with the defensive secondary of Thompson.
It's Thompson. They're good all around. Nothing I'm not going to see in the SEC, so I got to get prepared. I'm going to have a big game. A lot of people watching me, so I'm going to have to execute, show them I can play in the SEC. So it's going to be a big game for me.
That reminds me, I need to ask you, did you watch that game on Saturday?
Oh, yeah, I did. I think we played pretty good. Vandy, we played pretty good against Bama. We hold them for a little bit, but towards the end of the game, we slapped, let them get 30 on us.
Now, do you think you're still going to be playing with Diego, because he's going to be there until like he's a grandfather, right?
Yeah,
'Cause he's already been there. What, about 20 years or so?
He's been there for a good little bit, but I heard some rumors that like he might stay 1 year.
No
one more
way.
year.
Another year?
Yeah, because if some rule or something happened when he was in his other college, and he might get one more. But I think he should go to the draft.
Yeah, he needs to go.
Yeah, he needs to go.
We want him to get out of here.
Nah.
We've had enough.
I want to stay one more year. One more year.
Well, I know you're going to be great. And listen, I'll become a Vandy fan next year because of you, right?
I appreciate it.
All right, Hunter. Defensive lineman. Hunter, I always ask the defensive lineman this question. What do you see as your job as a defensive lineman?
Well, mostly our job is just control the gap, but this week it was dive. So we just do whatever coach tell us to do. We don't worry about the secondary and the linebackers and dive, gaps. That's our job.
I think that's what people don't understand, is that y'all just clog up the holes mainly, right? But you had a lot of big plays the other night. Talk about your own performance, how you felt about your performance.
Well, I mean, I felt like I could have played better, but I still feel like I played pretty good. Yeah.
How do you feel about your performance overall this season?
Overall this season, I feel like the beginning of the season, being my first year on defense, I was kind of slow, but I worked, and I had coaches that believed in me, and so I progressed, and I feel like I'm still getting better.
What do you think your strength is as a defensive lineman?
Definitely how strong I am and my size.
Okay. Now, in you watching the Thompson offense, Trent Seaborn, star-studded offense, what have you noticed on film about them?
About them, I feel like they have really good players all around. Like their O-line they're solid, but they're still beatable.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about being a Hillcrest Patriot football player?
Definitely the environment, the energy, and most important, my brothers that I made being here.
All right, sounds good. You guys are awesome. And, every time I have y'all up here, I can feel the camaraderie, the love, the brotherhood between you guys. Love watching you play. Love calling your games. Congratulations on the big win. Let's go get them Friday night.
Yes, sir.
All right, those are our 3 players of the game from this past Friday night. Defensive lineman Hunter Wilson, punt returner and wide receiver Caden Smith, and running back Jacoby Harris. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we are going to spotlight the offensive line. Caden, don't forget your award. Grab that for Caden. We're going to spotlight the offensive line, bring Coach Bert Ashley up here and a couple of his guys, and we'll talk to them right after this. This is the Hillcrest Huddle of Tide 100.9 FM. All right, check one, 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 1. Okay, that's good. Hey man, where's Coach Ashley? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put him here and put y'all over here if that's good. Check. Gosh. What's up, Coach?
What's up?
Be sure you put this like real close to your mouth. Yeah. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
You hear me good? Okay.
Roger that.
Be sure you put this like real close to your mouth.
I feel like a coach right now.
Can y'all hear me good?
I feel like a coach.
More commercials. All right, welcome back to the Hillcrest Huddle. Live from Walk-On's Sports Bistro here on Tide 100.9 FM. My name is Brent Jones. I'm here with you, of course, every Tuesday night during football season, bringing you all things Hillcrest football. One of the most important things about Hillcrest football is the line of scrimmage. The offensive line is often underappreciated, but we're going to appreciate these guys here tonight. I've got Coach Bert Ashley, our offensive line coach. And, Coach, I'm going to give you the honor of introducing your two guys you brought with you.
Okay. Well, I've got Mason Booth and Jabari Hinton.
All right, it's great to have you guys here. Coach, I'm going to start with you. Right. What I like to do when I do these position spotlights is to take the coaches, and, you know, everybody knows Coach Mitchell. They see him out there. He's like the face of the program. But you guys do so much and put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this. I like for people to know your background stories, even though we already talked about this, and I know your story. Yep. But I want you to share it again on your football journey and how you ended up at Hillcrest.
Okay. Well, started out after college, not coaching, and was in furniture business for a few years, about 10, and then decided that I would get back into it. Still had that love and still had that passion for the game, and so got back into it and coached 8 years in Mississippi, and was G-hawing pretty good there, you know, coached for several different places. And
Did you coached with Coach Mitchell, though, right?
I never did.
You never coached with him?
No, he coached me. He coached me in high school.
Oh, okay. Okay,
yes.
I got you.
So, so I always had that connection.
Right.
And he was always, you know, one of my mentors, father figure, brother figure.
Right.
We were, you know, close in age. He had just gotten out of college when I was a junior. In high school, and he coached me for 2 years, and then you know, I kind of went my way, and Coach Mitchell you know, delved deep into the Mississippi high school football, and he went to Arkansas, and I kind of followed him along. You know, I texted him, you know, congratulations on the state championships and stuff, and he I'd seen him at baseball games at Mississippi State, so we always kind of kept in touch, and whenever he got this job, I saw him out in the outfield in a Mississippi State game. We were just talking, and I was like, man, you know, I would love to work with you and coach with you. And he was like, yeah, you know, just kind of had that conversation, you know, kind of at the time didn't know I was planting seeds. You know, we were just talking. Yeah. And then about, I'm not sure, probably 6 months after that, it was right before where I was at. I was about to start school back. Well, he called me. He's like, hey, how would you feel about coming and interviewing at Hillcrest? I was like, well, the timing couldn't be worse. But, you know, it's something I want to do. So I bit the bullet, so to speak. And
sometimes that's what you got to do.
Correct. And got down here, man, and loved it, and interviewed the same day with Brad Armstrong. And just felt at home, you know, and big boy football, you know, 6A in Alabama. And I wasn't quite at that level yet where I was coaching.
Yeah.
It was just a great opportunity for me, and I jumped on it.
Well, we sure are glad you came. It sounds like everything just fell right into place for you.
Yeah,
and now, what, 5 years in, right?
This is my 5th year.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, Coach, tell me about your group, your offensive linemen, who you got, and how you feel about what they're doing for you so far.
Okay, I've got 8 or 9 seniors. Really big bunch.
Wow.
They all came in together. And mostly all of them been there for 4 years. Big Hunter Wilson, who was up here, he was one of mine for 3 years, and so would have been 9 if he'd have been offensive lineman this year. So,
right.
So really senior laden bunch, and man, that's what you want on the offensive line, man. You just have there's a calm about seniors. They don't get too rattled, and they've been working together so long. The cohesiveness is there. You just have to tweak it some. We went up and down on that this year as far as the 5 that are out there. And Jamarian, matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago had an injury, and we played Hewitt. No, we played Hueytown.
Yeah.
And it just was not the same out there. And you never know till it happens. You're like, golly, we missed that guy so bad. And we got him back last week, and we were, back rolling on the offensive line.
Yeah,
so
for sure. Well, it's good to have him for this upcoming game, too. Guys, I want to move on to y'all. It's like I was saying, the offensive line is so underappreciated. But can you kind of tell us, the people out there, why they should appreciate what you guys do on the field?
Yeah, it's a tough position to play at.
For sure.
Not everybody can do it. That's why they put us down there, bottom of the pack, last position we can play.
Yeah.
Nobody else wants us on the field. Everybody out there, they really deserve to be out there. Everyone out there, they know their rules. There's a reason they're out there. Coach Ashley has trust for all 5 of us out there. Me, Hinton, JP, Thomas, and Lawson. We all communicate well, and we have a pretty good chemistry together out there on the field. So it's going. We're 7-8 weeks into the season and been doing pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are doing awesome. Jamarian, what's the best thing about being an offensive lineman? Uh-oh, wait a minute. I lost you here. Talk to me again. Okay, are y'all hearing him at all? No? Okay. I don't know what happened here. Okay, I tell you what, can you swap your headset over to him, Mason? Sorry about that. I don't know, we're having technical difficulties with that microphone apparently. It was working fine earlier. Okay, now tell me, Jamarian, what's the best thing about being an offensive lineman?
The best thing about being one, you out there, you got to block for it to be football.
Okay, and when you're blocking other players, what is the one thing that will happen on a play that makes you feel really good?
And once you block and you let the quarterback get the ball off, something good can happen. Without blocking, nothing good can happen.
What about pancakes?
Just love it.
Who's got the most pancakes this year? Do y'all keep track of that?
We do. I'm hard pressed to say because I don't. I just keep up with them week to week. But I don't know. There's several. Who would you say, Mason?
Put that on, Mason. Put that on, Mason. It feels like it's working now.
I do know Miles Madden has several, and that's just because he does a good job on punt return. Like he's gotten.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's got.
Oh, okay. Okay, so a linebacker has the most pancakes.
Pancakes are pancakes. They're not.
It doesn't matter.
Exclusive to offensive linemen. If you're blocking and you pancake somebody, you're getting recognized.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, what grade would you guys give yourselves as an offensive line so far this year?
Probably say 80, 85. We've had pretty good grades so far this season, higher than I've really seen in my 3 years of starting across the board.
Okay. You talked about the camaraderie between the 5 of you and the relationship that you have and how y'all click together. Can you tell me about each individual and what you think they do best? What about you, Jamarian? What do you do best?
Yes, I say run blocking. Communicating.
Okay.
So
What about? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because when you communicate, better things can happen.
Okay. Mason?
I would say my best attribute to offensive lineman is my knowledge.
Okay.
I have a pretty good understanding. I mean, I've pretty good depth into it, and 4 years in, I can really help everybody if they need it out there.
And that's important, too. It's not just about the physical attributes, is it?
Nope. You got to know who you're blocking and when to block them.
Right. Okay, what about the other guys? Should I go to you on that, Coach Ashley, the other guys?
Well, you can. I was going to say, too, Mason's leadership qualities are top-notch. You know, that's a guy you can lean on as a coach to do that out on the field, you know. And sometimes you don't know what's going on out there mindset-wise, and you go to your leaders in that situation. So that's the main quality that dude's got now. Thomas Daniels plays right beside him. He's kind of like the hammer man. He comes off the ball. He's a real physical. He's not real big, but he's really, really physical.
Okay.
So that's his deal. And JP, he's just kind of the man in the middle. You know, sometimes he gets a little excited. He's the youngster. You know, he's kind of new. He played defense last year, so the biggest thing within that 5 is just maintaining that, you know, calmness and going to work. You know,
right.
Just being physical.
Right. Guys, I realize that I've gone a little bit over time with y'all. I apologize for that, but, you know, you guys are underappreciated. You needed some extra time.
For sure.
We sure do appreciate you. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to bring Jessica McBrayer and the girls basketball team here to the table. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a minute on Tide 100.9 FM.
Thanks, Brent.
Good job, guys. Appreciate you. Hey, will you tap her and tell her to come on? Hey, Siri. Call Wyatt Fulton. Hey, Brandon, I'm going to spend more time with y'all, but I ran. Hey, can you tell him to cut this break a little bit short? I went too far on the offensive line. Is that possible? Okay. All right, thanks. I wanted to spend a lot of time with y'all. Look down. 7:49. What?
It's okay.
All right. Hey, how you doing, girls? Now, I've only got 2 other microphones, so y'all will have to, you 2 down there will have to share if you want to answer. But you got to have the headsets on to be able to hear. All right, let's see here. All right. Okay, y'all hear me good?
Yes.
Okay. And be sure that when you're talking, you have the microphone real close to your mouth, right?
Real close to your mouth, Blake, Leah.
Blake's done this before.
She said she's media trained. We're about to find out. Clea, speak.
I am speaking.
All right, we're in commercial here.
That's better. Now speak.
I am speaking.
That's better. Maddie, what are you doing over there? What? Blakely is black.
I'm not that black.
Do I not look black?
Well, not light skin, but brown skin.
Oh, y'all want me to scoot over? I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
In and out of prison, all I know.
Wait, where am I supposed to look?
All right. We are back on the Hillcrest Huddle, live from Walk-On Sports Bistro. Brent Jones here with you, and we're going to shift gears Instead of the oblong ball now, we're going to talk about the round orange one, and we're going to talk about Hillcrest girls basketball. And we have our brand new girls basketball coach, Jessica McBrayer, here. And Coach McBrayer, I'm going to get you to introduce who you brought with you today.
Awesome. I brought our 3 seniors this year. We got Kalia, Maddie, and Blakely, who have all been a part of this program since they've been in school and bring a lot of experience to us, and we're excited to have them here with us tonight.
That sounds great. And like I said, we're excited to have you as our new basketball coach. Let the Patriot Nation know how Coach Jessica McBrayer came to be the head coach for the Hillcrest Patriots.
Well, I would love to say there was some incredible fun story, but really what it boiled down to was this is where God told me I needed to be.
Okay.
And Brad Armstrong gave me a call one day up in May and asked was I interested, and I came down here, and within 30 minutes I knew this was home, and within 2 days I was here and ready to go. So we're excited to be here.
That's awesome. And can you tell us a little bit about your basketball resume?
So I was in the college level for about a decade, and I was the head coach at Wall State for 6 years. I stepped away from college basketball and went into high school 2 years ago. Family decision for us, wanting to try a different level, have a little more family time, and it has turned out to be probably the best decision I've ever made in my career.
Okay.
High school sports is just different. It's fun.
Yeah.
But being here
It's more
at Hillcrest,
pure, isn't
it's
it?
way more pure. There's a lot more learning, a lot more teaching.
Yeah.
But from where I was from to where I am right here, these are the kind of girls that I'm excited to be around. They're competitive, they're excited to play, they want to learn, and that's all a coach can ever ask for.
Right.
And so it has been a journey, but this is home, and we are excited to be here.
What did you know about Hillcrest basketball before you came here?
So I actually recruited a couple players from Hillcrest
Really?
about a decade ago,
Okay.
2016-ish. So I've known for years the kind of program that was here and the kind of athletes that came out. So when they called and asked was I interested, I was like, there's really only one other program in the state I would be interested in, and it would be Hillcrest.
Okay.
So I've known this has been a basketball school for probably 3 or 4 years, but the idea here is to take it up another notch.
Yeah.
You know, the goal is to go from good to great to
There's
phenomenal.
only one tiny step you can take
listen,
forward,
we're
right?
real close. The girls are real close. And that's kind of been our thing so far this preseason is what's the small things that's going to get y'all over the hump this year.
Right,
and
right.
they can do it. So we're excited to get there.
Tell me real quickly about your team and the relationship you've developed with them so far.
They're a lot of fun. The girls, the relationship that we have been building has started in the summertime. We have a great group, a lot of leadership, a lot of experience as far as being human beings, being great people. And the relationship, I feel like, I mean, they can obviously answer a little bit. It feels pretty good so far. I feel like we've all bonded pretty quick. I think they have an understanding of what I'm wanting. I think I have a better understanding of who they are and how to coach them. And I think they're going to be a lot of fun. They are a competitive group of people, maybe the most competitive. Sometimes that is hard to coach through, but it's been a great couple months so
we
far.
talked about the reputation. We were talking earlier about the reputation of the girls' basketball team and how they're not only great on the court, but they're great kids in school, great students, citizens, just wonderful people. I'm going to move on to them, by the way.
Go for it.
Because I'm running a little bit short on time, and I wanted to get to them. Girls, tell me about how things are going. I know y'all are probably excited to get on the court, actually, and dribble and throw the ball around a little bit with Coach McBrayer. Tell me about it. Get a little bit closer to your mouth. There you're right there.
I think things are going good. I think it took some time to adjust to how she wanted us to play, but like once we got used to it, I think we kind of got on a roll, and I think things are going pretty good now.
Okay, you girls. Let's see. How many players do we have coming back from the team last year?
5.
5. Okay. How many starters?
2.
Okay. Well, tell me what your expectations for the team are this year.
My expectation is to go out there to play the hardest that we can and have fun and make it over the hump to win state this year.
What do you think the strength of the team is going to be this year?
Yeah.
What?
Defense.
Defense?
Yes, there's no other answer. Yes, defense.
Is that what she stresses?
Yes, defense
Okay.
and rebounding.
Well, defense does what leads to championships. Well, that wasn't what I was going to say.
I like the answer.
But yeah, that's a good answer. It does lead to championships, but deep on the court in the individual games, defense leads to offense.
There you go.
Right? Good defense leads to offense. Okay, you girls, I want y'all to tell me individually what you think your strengths are.
personally think my strength is defense. Like, I have really good defense. I could be a dog on defense at times. And, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I bring leadership. I hold girls accountable, and I feel like I can lead them on and off the court.
Okay, okay. Can y'all tell me what you have learned? I know you haven't been on the court with Coach McBrayer yet, but what have you learned from her so far?
What
Defense?
have I learned? Yeah, defense, probably.
What are your expectations and what she's going to be like as a coach? I guess I should put it that way because y'all haven't really been together.
Our expectations, probably just be on us a lot. Probably she should be on us a lot more than probably Coach. Yeah, be on us a lot. Probably.
Well, when do y'all start?
So practice starts October 20th. Our first
That's just a
game
few days.
is November 7th.
That's awesome. Well, I'm excited to see y'all play. Hillcrest basketball is always so great, and we're so happy to have you with us, Coach McBrayer. And girls, good luck to y'all on a great season. I'm sorry I cut y'all a little bit shorter than I intended to, but we're out of time. Thank you so much. Yep. I know y'all are going to be awesome. I can't wait to watch you play.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us here on the Hillcrest Huddle. Don't forget, Friday night, the Pats will be taking on the Thompson Warriors at Thompson. You can catch the game on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network on YouTube or on NFHS or on Mixlr.com if you want to just listen. Again, thanks for joining us. We're back next Tuesday night for the Hillcrest Huddle. Thanks again. Good night and go Pats.